Oh, yeah, it's about that time, baby. I am continuing this week on episode 111 with my 2024 NFL Divisional Preview Series. I nailed it. This is Gridiron Nation, y'all. We're going to talk a little bit of NFL news today, and I'm talking about Eminem's new album. Yeah, welcome to Gridiron Nation, familia. Yo, Gridiron Nation. Come on. It's time I get in the game, forget the money and fame. Stay ready, making sure that they remember my name. I got a hunger inside when the numbers are tied. Yo, I'ma turn it up a level, never will be denied. I got them back on their heels, about to have me a meal. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the field. Take out the competition, they'll remember the name. The wicked one I always bring it, got my head in the game. Now it's on. Yeah, what is up, everybody out there? Welcome to Gridiron Nation today, baby, episode 111. Thank you guys for riding with me on another week, man. I apologize for missing last week. Hey, it is what it is. Life happens. But here I am, I'm back. And I'm ready to lock up and finish up the AFC on my NFL 2024 Divisional Preview Series. Yeah. I'm kidding it. Told y'all by the time I'm done with this, I won't be able to say it in my sleep. I'll be having nightmares waking up. I'm gonna be waking up with nightmares. Betsy gonna be looking at me. Stop it. Go to sleep, stupid. Damn. But I do. I wake up in like cold sweats and shit sometimes, man. Anyways, what is up, everybody? Hope you guys are out there feeling good, living well, and living blessed, man. I am. I'm chilling right now. It's 100 degrees outside, but I'm in here up in my chilly air-conditioned studio. Yeah, and we're ready to ride with you guys, man, on another week. And, just a little bit of a reminder. Yeah, a little bit of a reminder that this is the podcast that is made for the average hardcore football fan by the average hardcore football fan. I ain't got to tell you because y'all already understand that that's exactly what I am. Yeah, I am Gabriel Garcia, your host, a.k.a. The Wicked One. That is me on that intro music right there. And if you guys are digging that, well, holler at your boy, man. Get up on Spotify, get up on iHeart, get up on Apple Music, get up on Amazon Music, and add it to your playlist. Stream it. I don't have that song up yet. Okay, I'm still working on the album. But man, I hope maybe if you want to check out some of my other music, I welcome you to do so, man. I really appreciate the support. All right, this is Gridiron Nation Podcast, episode 111. What is up to all of y'all out there watching right now on the Fuel Network, whether it's on social media, whether you're watching on the app on all Roku devices or your Fire Stick, wherever it is. If you don't have it, go and download it. It's absolutely free. You can catch all of them. You can catch me and my boy Jersey up on there. Man, you can catch who else? We got everybody on there. Man, we got B-Hawk Live. We got man, see, I got A-Train. The A-Train show's on there, man. Y'all go and check it out. I got all kinds of shows on the Fuel Network, and it ain't gonna cost you nothing. All right, so go on and check it out, man. Support everybody. We're trying to do some good things there. All right, man. So, now we got a lot to get into today, okay? Because we got the AFC East. I'm gonna give you my predictions. I'm gonna break down, the most of the key players in the rosters and the teams that players that left and players that they brought in, coaching changes, stuff like that, and give you my predictions. And I don't know, y'all might be disagreeing with it. I know that when I finally finished up with all my notes and my research, and I decided who I was picking first, I was looking at like a lot of these analysts and all the talking heads on TV, the experts. They're wrong half the damn time, but they're not agreeing with what I got. All right. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit on today's Gridiron Nation, y'all. And also, you know what? Let's just get into it. I got a little bit of NFL news coming. Okay, got a little bit of NFL news, but no, we ain't going.
start with the NL news because I got to show my love to one of the greatest MCs, one of the greatest rappers, one of the greatest artists, any genre of all time. That's right, Eminem. And the dude dropped a banger. If you have not heard the death of Slim Shady, coup de grace yet, do yourself a favor. Okay, next time you're riding in your car, whatever, if you like Bluetooth it on your phone or something like that, pull up the album, okay, and listen to it from beginning to end in order. And it's cool because it's like storytelling. It's storytelling through the whole thing. The dude just, I mean, he amazed me on this album. With what he came out with, and you know, I got to be honest with you guys, man. I wasn't sure what to expect. But the hype that he was putting up about it, you know, and then when he dropped Houdini and he was throwing out a little bit of little teasers here and there, I was like, okay, maybe this is something that he's gonna come with. And if this is his last hurrah, well, damn, this was a hell of an album, you know, to go out on. It's like going out with a championship right here. And if I'm equating it to what we talk about here with football, you feel me? So y'all go on and check it out, man. I mean, you go to from the very beginning, Renaissance. It's like a little short, quick intro, and he's throwing some bars in there. And I was about a minute into this, and I was like, oh, he's coming like that. Eminem's coming like that. I knew the rest of the album was gonna be legit when I was about a minute into Renaissance. And then it goes into Habits. Absolutely dope lyricism on that album, on that particular track. The production on this entire project was top notch, you know. And then you go into Trouble. That was the third one. Now the fourth one, he changes it up a little bit because he goes into Brand New Dance. That's the name of the song. And the best way I can describe this album to those of you who have not heard it yet, and I put it out there like this on social media. Those of you who follow me, you saw it. And if you don't, well, you can kiss my ass because you don't follow me, and that's a problem for me. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. Don't like turn off the show or nothing like that and say, man, I ain't gonna follow. Just go on follow my social medias. All right, come on. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I mean, the whole kiss my ass thing. I take that back. Okay, but back to the album. It's like if, like I said on social media, it's like if you Marshall Mathers, you know, he's got three different songs. You can take three different songs on an album, and they're all his three different identities, alter egos, I guess. There's Marshall Mathers, there's Slim Shady, you know, and then there's Eminem. Eminem is like the guy between the two. Marshall Mathers is like the mature one, you know, the one who thinks logically, and Slim Shady's the one who just goes off the handle and says, I don't give a fuck. He's got all of that in this album. So Brand New Dance. Do you guys remember that song? He did with D12, My Band. You know, we was talking about like if they're a boy band, it's a lot like that. So that's the Slim Shady side of him coming out on that one. And then Evil comes in. And that's a lot of like man, I want to say that's more Eminem than Marshall Mathers. Okay. But Evil, oh my God, that's one of my favorite songs on this album. Excuse me. Absolutely dig that track. The lyrics he's throwing in there. I mean, this dude takes shots at people, Diddy. He's taking shots at all kinds of people. And then he's throwing down bars. You know, he's taking shots at the current state of hip-hop fans on social media. You know what I mean? The way they just bash on everything, even if it's dope. And it's true. It's true. I see y'all out there on social media. That's how social media is. It's like a platform for people to hate on anything that's good, bad, whatever. They're just gonna hate on it. That's it. It's successful. Oh, y'all are making this dude famous? He's famous already. Well, he's trash. That's what I see. And actually, I saw somebody talking about that this album was him saying a whole lot of nothing really fast. And I'm like, are you sure you actually listened to it? You know, I don't know about that. Because if you listen to this album, oh, he's saying some stuff. He's saying some stuff. Going to Lucifer, crazy song. And then that's followed by the Antichrist. That's why this is some Marshall Mathers stuff. And then you go in with Fuel, Road Rage. Road Rage is then a lot of these are the little intros. So the intros that I'm giving you guys, it's Eminem, but he's playing them as Slim versus Marshall Mathers. Okay. And they're like arguing. There's stuff going on in between these. Okay. And then you got Houdini. Houdini was the one that he released a few weeks back. Just typical Slim Shady stuff, man. I dig it. And then there's the breaking news skit, Guilty Conscience 2. That's another banger on this one. Now remember the first one he did with Dr. Dre? He comes back. Not Dre, but there's M's coming back on this one, Guilty Conscience 2. Good one, man. Good one. Now, the songs I got to tell you guys about, man. One is, of course, it's called Temporary. And this is the one he's talking about his kids, his daughter and stuff. And that one just got me. I was like, okay. Damn, you got that in there a little bit. You did. I thought I was cool. I was like, I'm all right. And then I got to the final song of the album. Little something you got featuring a sample of Jelly Roll. There's something called Somebody Save Me. And this one, oof, I'm going to be real with you guys right now. All right. This one brought some tears to my eyes. It did. When I sat there, I sat in the car and I said, all right, I just pulled up to the house, man. I was listening to the album. I just pulled up to the house. I'd been running around town and the song was getting ready to start. So I parked and I just sat there, closed my eyes and said, I'm going to check this song out. And the way it starts, you're like, okay. Because it starts off with like a little sample. It's almost like it might be even a legit recording. And it's like his daughter, like telling him, wake up, come on, come eat. And he's like in the room and he's like asleep, half asleep, man, because he's all hopped up on pills. And you can hear him, he's like real slurry. He's like, oh, I'll be there in a minute, I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. And she's like, get up. He's like, I'll go in a minute, close the door. And then it goes right into that hook, man. Somebody save me. And he's breaking down, talking about apologizing to his kids, to his daughter Haley and his kids. And eventually it gets into where it's almost like he's speaking from a perspective as if he ended up kind of dying. Like the pills ended up just freaking taking over his life. And that's it. He never got through it. He did. Shout out to him for getting himself in and out of rehab. And he's finally gotten past it. And he's seeing clear again. But this song, it's almost like if he's talking about from a perspective like if he didn't. And he's dying because of this. And just the way it ends, man. And he's talking about being, as he's being lowered in the casket, the tear comes down his eye from his body. And it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Song gave me chills. This whole album, y'all, is just it's a masterpiece in my opinion. Now everybody's got their own opinions. Some people are like, oh, it's a great album, but it's okay. Or some people are like, dissing it. Most people are loving it. If you're hating on the album, you're hating it just because you don't like Eminem. And that's what I'm seeing. I actually had somebody comment on my stuff talking about, oh, it's the same trash that I've been hearing for the last whatever, all his albums. I'm like, oh, you're just not a fan of Eminem. That makes your opinion on this topic irrelevant to me. Because if you're an Eminem fan and you're like, you know what, I'm just not digging this album, I'll listen to you. I'll listen to your points. I'll be like, all right, man, okay. Or maybe you're like, like I've seen some other people, like I haven't dug his last few albums, after everything from the Eminem show before. Okay, I can dig that. I can see that. But if you're going to tell me everything he's ever done is trash, that Eminem is not, he's overrated, all this stuff, and then that's why you're bashing the album, nah, see your ass out of the conversation, man, because I can't take you seriously, all right? So y'all go on, check this out, and I'm going to start a little thing right here, okay? If you're watching on YouTube or on Fuel, you can see it, okay, right there. Where am I? Where my hand? Right there. You see the 5 flames right there. Okay, now everybody likes to use mics as their grading of how they view a certain hip hop album or song, right? Or we give them 3 mics, we give them 4 mics. I'm going to go with fire, baby. I'm going to go with flames because that's how hot this album is. And it's going to be on a 1 to 5 scale basis. Okay, we're going to do this every time an album drops. And if it's something I haven't covered, and you guys are like, man, hey, hit me up. You guys know I love music, every kind of music. It doesn't even have to be hip hop. Hit me off with it. Say, hey, Gabe, check this album out, okay? And see what you think, man, and give us your take on the show. I would love to be doing that. Let's start that. Let's do that because you know me, man. I love talking music, okay? I love talking music. It don't even have to be hip hop. Hip hop's my thing. Hip hop is my number one. But I love it all, baby. I love it all. So let's do that, man. Every time we're going to talk about a new project that came out or a new song from an artist, whether it's country, whether it's rock, whether it's blues, R&B, whatever, pop, why not? And especially hip hop. We're going to go by the Gridiron Nation fire. What would I call it? The fire standard of grading. The fire grading system. There we go. There we go. So let's do that. But y'all go on and check this out. To me, this album, five flames of fire, baby. It's about as hot as you can get. I'm digging it, man. Shout out to Eminem. Slim Shady out there doing his thing, man. Still showing why he up in his 50s now, man. Still showing. I could still do this. I could still bury everybody in this game. It's like I saw Ice-T once say, you go back and watch the documentary, The Art of Rap, and Ice-T is sitting there talking to Redman, and he's asking Redman, who are some MCs that you just like, that have gained your respect as an MC? And the first one that he throws out there, that Redman throws out there, is Eminem. And he goes, man, Eminem done raised he gained my respect as an MC. And Ice-T says it. He goes, man, everybody, all these fools can say anything they want. They can say whatever they want about him, but none of them want to fuck with him. And that's the damn truth right there. All right, everybody can hate all they want, but how many people are you seeing trying to start some beef with them? And actually, like, going into a rap battle? It ain't happening, man, because I'm going to bury them all. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Slim Shady, though. Let's keep moving on, y'all. I am your host, Gable Garcia, a.k.a. the Wicked One, baby. What is up, man? Let's keep riding. And thank you guys for riding with me on this, what are we? We are on a Tuesday evening. I'm in the afternoon right here. By the time I get it out to you guys, I get it edited, uploaded. It's going to be Tuesday night. Whether you're watching the rest of the week, thank you, each and every one of you. I humbly say thank you guys for following me, for jumping on board, and for supporting me. And if you do not follow my social medias yet, I just ask y'all to please go on, follow me on my social medias. I'm going to click them right there. I forgot to put that on at the beginning of the show. All right. But you see it there. All my socials on the bottom. And if you're listening and not watching, that's okay too. But I'll read them off at the end of the show. All right. Because I ain't got time right now. I ain't got time. There's too much to go through. And let's keep riding because we have got a lot to talk about still right now on this week's episode. So now I want to get into real quick. Y'all already know. We've been doing this weekly segment. If you're a gamer, this is all gamer talk, all right? If you're not a gamer, just hang with me. It's like a 5-minute segment, all right? So calm down. Be like, oh, man, this fool going to start talking about video games. How old are you? Yeah, that's right. I'm 46 years old, and I play video games, and I don't give a fuck. All right? I don't care what you say. But some of y'all know the game Eldne Ring, right? Well, I have been playing this game. I started a new run. This is my third run on it, y'all. The first 2 runs, I was getting my ass handed to me all the damn time, and I got tired of it, and I stopped playing. $60 $70 on this damn game. Launch day. Got my ass kicked. I got tired of it. I said, you know what? I'm going to start doing it again. And like I told y'all a couple weeks, man, I got me a coach. I got my boy JP coaching me on this thing, right? Because my boy JP, he's a master of this game. All right, and he admits he still gets his ass whooped on this game too, but then he turns around sending me video of him doing one-hit kills. I don't know. I don't believe that he still gets his ass whooped on this game. Okay? But that's my coach, man. So he's been guiding me through all this. Now, I haven't been able to play much. But since the last time I came on 2 weeks ago, I told y'all that I think that I was just got into patches, right? Well, now I'm at some other new boss. It's like another gate warden or something, man, something like that. Anyways, it's a big golem looking dude in a damn cave. Okay, and he's got like these two damn freaking chains, like with an axe head on him. I don't know what the hell they are. I can't beat him right now. I got close that first time, man. That first time, I summoned my wolves. My wolves came at him, started doing the thing. He killed them all, and I had him down. And we were going at it. Me and him battle. I got killed. Probably needed about like maybe a few hits on him. And after that, I ain't gotten close. I ain't gotten close. But tonight it's going down. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna get it done tonight. Because I don't go in till noon tomorrow. Okay, so mhm, yeah, we'll stay up a little bit late. Try to put a beat down on this fool. And I'll keep y'all posted as my journey continues through the lands between. But it says right there, still early, because I'm still very early into the game. Okay. As much as I've gone through already, and the beat down that I've taken, I feel like I'm at the end of the damn game already. But I'm not. No, that's what kind of game this is, man. So I'll keep y'all posted on it, though. All right. Shout out to my coach JP and to my boy out there. Yeah. Giants fan extraordinaire, all right? And speaking of video games, let's talk some football. That's right, EA Sports NCAA football is back. Finally, it's been 10 years. 2014 was the last one, and this has been a brilliant series. I wish they would do Madden like this, put as much effort into Madden every year, but I have not bought this game yet. Man, I got to wait on my check. You know how some of us are like that? They're like, hey, you're gonna buy, man. Nah, I got to wait on my check, man. My account, like Kevin Hart says, my account ain't set up like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna wait on it until Friday. And then we'll play it this weekend. So by next Tuesday, I'm gonna have a little bit of a review for you guys of this game. And if you guys are gonna be playing EA Sports NCAA 2025, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna be purchasing it on the PS5. Okay, because I can get it on disc on that one. And so I'm ready, man. Oh, I'm about to take my NMSU Aggies to a national championship, baby. I don't care if it's got to happen in a video game, but it's going to happen. All right. So shout out to Las Cruces and the NMSU Aggies, man, getting ready to kick off the 2024 season. And I'm trying to get in touch with some of their coaches. Nobody's emailing me back. I'm trying to get somebody here on the show, man. No luck. No luck. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe it's because I'm small time. They're like, I ain't never heard of this dude. You know what I mean? I'm throwing my pitch in these emails, and I ain't getting nothing from them. Whatever, man. I'm going to keep reaching out. I'm going to keep trying, okay? Because persistence pays off. Either that or it just annoys the hell out of people to where something happens that you got to leave them alone. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I'm going to keep trying, though. All right? Now, let's move on to something a little more serious, something with football. I don't know if y'all heard about the news with Terrell Davis. Man, this kind of messed up, y'all. So he was actually on a plane, I guess, with his family. There's this thing that's going on with, of course, with Terrell Davis. I don't know if y'all know about this, but pretty big deal. Okay. He was saying that he was removed from a plane after tapping a flight attendant to ask for ice. Okay, I'm gonna read y'all the report, his words, everything like that, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. Okay, now it says Pro Football Hall of Famer Terrell Davis says he was wrongfully handcuffed and taken off a United Airlines plane over the weekend after he tapped a flight attendant's arm to ask him for a cup of ice for his son. Now it says apparently his son was asking, as the flight attendant was there for a cup of ice. Flight attendant didn't respond, didn't acknowledge. Okay. So he's like, okay, maybe you didn't hear my son. So apparently, I'm going to tell you what he says. He says, I calmly reached behind me and lightly tapped the attendant's arm to get his attention to again ask for a cup of ice for my son. Goes on to say his response and the events that followed should stun all of us. The attendant shouted, "Don't hit me," and left the cart to her and hurriedly approached to the front of the plane. I was confused, as were the other passengers who witnessed the exchange. Now, it's been reported that the other passengers corroborated the story that he never hit no attendant or anything like that. Okay? Continuing on. He says, I thought nothing of it other than that this particular employee was incredibly rude and blatantly wrong in his accusations of me hitting him. Davis goes on to state that he did not see or interact with the attendant for the rest of the flight. He said, after the plane landed in Orange County, the pilot asked the passengers to remain seated. This is where it gets a little messed up. Okay? As they all were seated there, the FBI comes on the plane, along with law enforcement agents. They went straight to Terrell Davis's seat, put his ass in handcuffs, and took him off the plane in front of his family, with everybody there on the plane with their phones like that. Filming and everything, man. Recording. So, now, first of all, if they're talking, first of all, why did they cuff him? Okay, because he was cooperative. He was cooperative. And the reason I know this is because this is what the FBI has come out and said, that he cooperated and they let him go. They said the FBI's Los Angeles field office acknowledged on Monday that agents and law enforcement partners respond to a report of an incident with a flight that landed Saturday at Orange County's John Wayne Airport. A person who was detained for questioning was cooperative with law enforcement and was released to continue his travels. And why the hell did you cuff him? You cuff somebody when they don't want to cooperate. When I'm sitting in my seat, y'all come in and saying, excuse me, sir, can you please come with us? We have some questions to ask you. If I'm sitting there saying, hell no, I ain't coming with y'all, then you put my ass in cuffs and you run me off the plane. This was not that situation. Okay? And what is up with that? With this, apparently United Airlines has come out and said that they have, I'm assuming they suspended the flight attendant while they investigate it. What you mean? Wow, you investigated. Fire this fool. Get rid of his ass. The way, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. To me, this sounds like some racist BS. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. I said it. You know, everybody on the plane's like, nah, dude didn't do nothing to you. But yet he taps him on the shoulder, and you're like, don't hit me. And you take off running to the front of the damn plane not to come back. You're ignoring the little boy asking you for ice? Why? Do I say it? Is it because he's black? Y'all don't sit there and act like this stuff don't happen either, even to famous people. All right? Even to famous people. All I'm saying is, because we don't have many details, you know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but apparently nothing. He didn't do anything wrong. They questioned him. They questioned witnesses, and they found out that he did nothing wrong. All right, sir. Sorry about that. Be on your way. So, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. But I ain't got no proof of that, man. So, y'all let me know what you guys think, man. But either way, I think it's some BS, man. I think it's some BS. Terrell Davis always been a stand-up dude. If you were lucky enough to be old enough to enjoy watching him play, man, I remember this dude could have been up there with the greats of all time. If it weren't for the injuries, he had himself a 2,000-yard season. He was the missing piece of John Elway getting himself Super Bowls, man. Because once Terrell Davis got there, he was like, don't worry, Elway, we're going to do this. Get on my back, and I'm going to carry you to a Super Bowl. And it happened. Twice. Back to back. But, man, it's just a horrible, horrible thing to happen. And, for him getting cuffed, taken off the plane in front of his family and his kids, really? Everybody on that plane is sitting there with a phone recording it, probably going live on social media. I'm going to have to look and see if there's a video out there. You know? It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. Okay? Especially in front of your family when you know you ain't done a damn thing wrong. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. United Airlines, y'all better make this right. That's all I'm saying. Do right by dude. All right, man. Now, let's get into some news around the NFL. All right, because we got some stuff to talk about. First of all, T. Higgins, the deadline passed for them to work a new deal with him. He had already signed his franchise tag, so He's going to play on it, and he's going to get paid this year. He'll make good money. And I think it's clear now to all of us that T. Higgins will be playing on another team next year, and I think he's going to be a wide receiver 1. I do think that. I think he deserves to be a wide receiver 1. He deserves to get paid like a wide receiver 1. Okay? So I think it's going to happen. So I think this is his last hurrah this year with Cincy unless something crazy happens, but somebody's going to throw the bag at him. Okay? Somebody is, and he's going to be somewhere else. So I'm going to be targeting him in fantasy, man, because it's almost like a contract year for him again. You know what I mean? And you know what dudes do in contract years. Yeah, they go off. They go off. Brandon Ayuk has asked for a trade. And then apparently a spokesperson for the team came out and said, yeah, well, it ain't going to happen. The 49ers have no intention of trading him. Okay? They're getting calls. There's like, nah. It ain't going to happen. See, and everybody's already out there like, okay, who's he going to play for? You see like CBS Sports and ESPN's already putting up little graphic with team logos, and they're like, where will Brandon Ayuk be playing in 2024? I'll tell you where he's going to be playing. With the San Francisco 49ers, because they're going all in on a Super Bowl run this year. They're a contender. They are. They are the favorite in the NFC. So why is he going anywhere? They're going to be like, you know what? We're going to make this last run with you, dog. And next year, all right, go on, play somewhere else. But this year, let's focus. You know, so the funny thing is, everybody's already speculating where he's going to get traded, even though the Niners have already come out and shot it down and said, no, they quickly shot it down. So we have no intention of trading him, even with the trade demand or request. Why do you think it's called a request? Okay, it's a request. It's like y'all asking, hey, will you trade me? And the Niners are like, no, get your ass back in the gym and get ready for the season. Shut the door on your way out. Okay, just because you ask for a trade does not mean you're going to get a trade. That's not what that means. Okay, just because you're like disgruntled and you're like, I don't want to play here anymore because y'all ain't offering me the contract I want, that does not mean that you're going to get the trade. Okay, because the truth is, if he decides not to play this year, he's dropping $14 million, y'all. He needs to play this year to get that $14 million. Okay, that's what he is due this year. So, I mean, maybe the Niners do. Maybe this is all just smoke for them. You know what I mean? They're like, you know, we're putting it out there that we don't have no intention unless somebody wants to make us an offer that we can't refuse. Okay? Which is not going to happen. I mean, you're not going to give them a couple of first-round picks for Brandon Ayuk when he's in his last year. Because then you got to re-sign him to a new deal too. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Just chill out, y'all. Just because you ask for a trade doesn't mean you're going to get the trade. That doesn't mean Brandon Ayuk is going to sit out. If he does, well, more power to him. But damn, what are they going to do with that $14 million? Slide your boy a little something. You know what I mean? Just I'm talking about it. Okay, give me a little something for that. Let's keep rolling on, y'all. I missed this one last week because I wasn't here, but Jamal Adams, the big news at that time was he signed with the Titans. Safety Jamal Adams, 1 year, $1.1 million, and $167,000 signing bonus. It's not big news because Jamal Adams is not the old Jamal Adams. Okay, he can still come up and hit people, play the run, but he gets burned in coverage. Okay, I would have liked to see them go after Justin Simmons. I don't know if they had the money to pay for him. But that would have been the much better play because he's the better safety all around, to be honest. So, also, rest in peace to Monty Kiffin, longtime defensive coordinator. Also, I spent a year with Dallas as well. For you Cowboys fans, he was the originator and creator and architect of the famous Tampa 2 defense. Oh, that vaunted Tampa defense, man. They won him that Super Bowl with Warren Sapp and those boys. Yeah, that was him. That was him, Monty Kiffin, man. So he passed away. So may he rest in peace. And also, what else am I missing, man? What am I missing? Oh, hey, have y'all seen the new show on Netflix yet, Receiver? If you have not watched it yet, Go on and watch it. I still liked quarterback better. The one they did last year. This one's good, but the problem with this one is they're covering too many receivers, man. You know what I mean? And I have a feeling that they started doing that because of the fact that some of these guys get hurt. Like right now, I'm up on episode 4, and 3 of the guys that are being featured are all injured. All right. The guys that they're covering on this series, on this season, it's Debo Samuel, George Kittle, and damn it, that damn episode, just a heads up, Cowboys fans, you will have to relive that beatdown we took to San Francisco. Yeah, because they do show that one. But it's those two. Also, Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I am a big fan of. Great receiver. I love that dude as a player. He's going to be a hell of a receiver in this league, man. He already is. He already is. But y'all know what I mean. Devontae Adams, one of the best to ever do it. He's on here. Justin Jefferson is the other one. And am I missing one? I don't think so. I think that's it, man. But it's called Receiver. It's on Netflix. I believe it's 10 episodes, 8 episodes. 8 episodes. Y'all go on and check it out, man. I'm not binge watching it. Like, quarterback had me wanting to binge it. After episode, I binged it. Receiver, it's more like I watch one and I'm like, all right, cool. I'll watch the other one tomorrow or in 2 days, you know, and it's good. It's good, and I'm good. So, but y'all go on and check it out, man. You won't be disappointed, all right? Yeah, it's time to get it on as I continue on with my 2024 Gridiron Nation NFL Divisional Preview Series. Whew, I got it. Yeah, and I'm finishing it off, man, with the AFC East. I already talked about the rest of the AFC, okay? Talked about the AFC North. All right, I told y'all I got Pittsburgh winning that. Pittsburgh's going to win it. Lock it in, all right? Put your bet down. I got you. And AFC West, actually, that's where I started. You know, I started with the champs, and I got the champs repeating out west with the Kansas City Chiefs. And the AFC South, man, that one, I got the Texans repeating as well. But I also told y'all, don't sleep on those Titans, okay? Do not sleep on the Titans. Now we get to the AFC East, and I'm sorry, I did it again. I know, leaving the little graphic up there around the NFL, whatever. We're still talking NFL. Now we get into the AFC East preview, man. And if y'all disagree with these, that's okay. All right, but if you're going to come at me like on social media, like on some of the groups that I post the graphic on, man, I had people clowning like when I was doing the AFC North, and they're like, Pittsburgh, man, are you stupid or what? And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. But Samuel, man, if y'all gonna come at me like that, then give me some facts. All right, let's do a debate. I don't just say come up and say, oh, you're delusional because you're a Cowboys fan. Really? Why am I delusional then? Tell me why I am wrong. And don't just say because you're delusional. Give me some legit facts, man. Otherwise, I can't take you serious. You feel me? So let's get right into it. This might surprise some of you, or maybe some of you kind of agree. I don't know. The team I got finishing in first place this year, the AFC's 2024 NFL season. That's right. I think it's finally going to happen. Was that cheesy? It's finally going to happen. I got the Miami Dolphins finally getting it done, man. I do. Y'all think I'm crazy? Maybe I am, but let me at least tell you why. Okay, let's start off. We got head coach Mike McDaniel there. He's got himself a squad. Okay, he does. And sorry, hang on. Let me fix this damn thing real quick, y'all. It's pissing me off. All right. Last year, Miami Dolphins finished at 10-6. Okay, that was good enough for second place. All right. They got into the playoffs and lost in the wild card to Kansas City 26-7. Vaunted offense all year, but against good defenses, they weren't able to get it done. This is why they were the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC last year. Because we were the same thing. You know what I mean? But that was the thing. That was their whole identity last year, was that they struggled against teams that were above 500 all season long. Now, they've lost some players, though. They did. They lost defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. He went to Las Vegas. He's a Raider now. They lost starting guard Robert Hunt. He's in Carolina. Cornerback Xavier Howard, he's gone. He's now a free agent. Nobody has signed him. And I don't think that's as big a loss as it would have been a few years ago, because Xavier Howard, these last couple of years, when he has been able to stay healthy, he's showing that he has lost like 2 steps, y'all. He's not the same. He's not the same, okay? It's not. Don't let the name fool you. All right. They also lost linebacker Jerome Baker. He's gone. Andrew Von Kinkel, he's gone to Minnesota. Safety Brandon Jones, he's in Denver now. Defensive end Emmanuel Wabda, he's gone. Okay. And guard Connor Williams is gone, as well as wide receiver Cedric Wilson, who I believe is still a free agent. He is still out there. So that, hang on. That's driving me crazy, y'all. This is about to, man, you're like, what is going on with this fool right now? I don't know, man. Let me just fix this. All right, I'm cool. I'm good. All right, back to the Dolphins. Now, they had the number 1 overall offense in the league last year. Okay? Very high-powered offense. They were number 1 in the pass, number 6 in the run. That dual-threat running back, man, it was legit. It was legit. When Davion Achane got healthy, we were able to see what this dude was going to do. He was a rookie last year. It was, man, but, he couldn't just take, like, all of Raheem Mostert's carries, because Raheem Mostert was balling out last year too. And I think anytime Raheem Mostert has been able to stay healthy, he balls out. People sleep on this dude. And I think it's mostly because of the injury history. You know what I mean? But when he plays, man, dude is legit. He is legit. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa will be back at the helm, trying to get that new deal. He led the league in pass yards last year. Overall, he had 388 completions on the season for 69%, 4,624 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Not bad. Not bad. His top dude, though, Tyreek Hill, yeah, got the cheat out there. 119 receptions, led all receivers with 1,799 yards, 13 touchdowns, which was tied for second in the league, okay? Jalen Waddle right behind him is wide receiver 2, 14 games played, so he didn't miss a couple games. He was banged up in some of those games that he did play too. So he's expected to come back healthy. Had 72 catches last year, 1,014 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Very good duo. Very good duo there. What are they going to now? No Cedric Wilson, so they go and add Odell Beckham Jr. This is another one. Like I told y'all, he hasn't fallen off as much as Xavier Howard has at cornerback, but this is not the old Odell Beckham Jr. Okay? Yes, he had a couple of big plays, maybe a big game or 2 last year for Baltimore, but that was it. This isn't Odell Beckham Jr. that a defensive coordinator is going to plan for week in and week out. Maybe that can help this team, especially as much as they like to throw the ball. The fact that they can run the ball helps. Yeah, this offense is going to be legit once again. Once again, I mentioned Raheem Mostert, 209 attempts last year, went over the 1,000-yard mark with 1,012 yards. Yeah, 18 touchdowns, man. Mostert, man, if y'all had him in fantasy, go on and get him again, because he's going to be a factor again. If you can handcuff him and Davion Achane, do you do that? I don't know, because they're going to be sharing characters. They're going to be splitting the work again. But if one goes down, the other one's going to get the full load. But if they don't, man, it's risky. It's risky. I think Tua is definitely factor in fantasy. Of course, Tyreek Hill and Waddle. You definitely got to go after those guys. All right, so excuse me. Give me a second right quick, real fast. All right, man. Now let's look up on the defensive side. They weren't bad, man. They were ranked number 10 overall last year at the end of the season. Number 15 versus the pass, number 7 versus the run. Okay. Their issue was they were number 22 versus scoring. Once you got down on that second half of the field on them, they start to wear down. You get in the end zone on them. You know, you got offensive linebacker, outside linebacker, offensive. Is there an offensive linebacker? It's water. I swear. I promise. All right. Outside linebacker Bradley Chubb, 73 tackles last year, 11 sacks, which led the team. All right. Inside linebacker Jordan Brooks. Now he comes from Seattle. This is big. I think this defense is going to be better. This is why I have them winning this division, because I think the offense is going to be top notch, but I think the defense is going to be better. Inside linebacker Jordan Brooks, like I said, comes from Seattle, where he had 111 tackles last year, 4.5 sacks. And then they also went and signed defensive end Calais Campbell. That's a great signing right there. He's a veteran. He's still got some tread on those tires, man. So that's a good signing. They also signed safety Jordan Poyer away from Buffalo. Ooh, that's big. That's big. Oh, that's a rival too. Yeah, I like that. I love that signing. And then, like I told y'all about Xavier Howard, well, they went and signed cornerback Kendall Fuller, who was with Washington. I think he'll be an improvement over what we've been seeing from Xavier Howard recently. And then, of course, cornerback Jalen Ramsey comes back to lead that secondary. You know what I mean? And then they also bring back Zach Seiler, 10 sacks last year at defensive end. So the way I look at the Dolphins, y'all, is offense is going to be legit once again. They're going to be tough to stop. They're going to be high-powered. The defense was already top 10 last year. I think this time they creep inside the top 10. Like I think they would get into that single-digit ranking this year. Yeah, they're going to be legit. I like the Dolphins to win the AFC East. Continuing on with my number 2 team. Ah, man. I got to ask a question. Is Aaron Rodgers enough in New York? Last year, they lost some close games. They did. Okay? He went down 3 plays into the season. After all the hype, all the excitement, you know. But it was crazy because that defense was still elite last year. They were still a top defense. And you still had Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson. And I don't know. I know Zach Wilson. Okay, y'all. Zach Wilson is not like an elite quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. Maybe he's, I don't know if he should be a starter, but I think he's better than what we saw over there. I just don't think they used him right. I don't think they built that scheme was not right for him. Regardless, whatever. He's gone. Okay. Aaron Rodgers steps in again, hoping to take this team to a division title and maybe more. He will be fantasy relevant. He will be a QB1. All right. The Jets finished 7-10 last year. That was good enough for third place in the division. The key losses they had, of course, Devin Cook is gone. Zach Wilson is gone. Defensive end Bryce Huff is gone. Bryce Huff showed a lot of potential last year. Problem is, he had like 10 sacks. Problem is, he was like on rotation. He was a rotational guy. He's in Philly now, so Philly's going to try and see what they can get out of him. But yeah, they also Quentin Jefferson is gone, as well as backup running back Michael Carter. He is gone. Now that's the problem right here for me. It's not the pass game, okay? Not the pass. Last year the offense was ranked number 31, y'all. Can't make that up. Number 30 in the pass with Garrett Wilson. What? Yeah, number 23 in the run with Bryson Breece Hall, man. Come on. Something's got to give. Okay? So Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP, he steps in. Another season, he's like, all right, this year we're going to be all right. All right? Thing is, I'm worried about that running back room. Breece Hall. He's probably going to establish himself as an elite running back this year. I think he's primed to do that. Okay? Fantasy relevant. He is RB1. All right? Go and get him if you can. Now, 223 attempts last year, 994 yards. Okay? Averaged 4.5 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns on the year. But when we look at the guys behind him, he's got 2 rookies, guys. 2 rookies that are backing him. And if Breece Hall goes down, goodbye run game. And guess what? Then it's time to blitz the hell out of Aaron Rodgers. And I know he has always been one of the best against the blitz, but damn it, he's getting older. He's coming out major injury and surgery. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get the same Aaron Rodgers. I hope not. I don't like the dude. What? I acknowledge, though, his greatness. I do. All right, so But what's going to help this team? They made some signings. Okay. They beefed up that old line. They revamped it a little bit, remodeled, whatever you want to call it. Wasn't a complete revamp. Right? But you add guard John Simpson from Baltimore. That's big. That was big. And they also added tackle Morgan Moses. But the big one was left tackle Tyron Smith, man. Tyron Smith from my Cowboys. So he's there now. He's going to be protecting Rodgers' blindside, man, and that's going to be a better offensive line. That's been their big problem, to be honest. Like, y'all didn't go do this for Zach Wilson? Come on now. Y'all couldn't beef up that line for Zach Wilson? Yeah. I'm just hating. You know what I mean? But let's talk about that elite defense, though. Ranked number 3 overall in the league last year. Number 2 versus the pass, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed doing their thing, man. Sauce Gardner, everybody's claiming he's the best in the game. I still think that's Trayvon Diggs. Okay? Somebody told me it's because Diggs was healthy, so they don't have him ranked high. I'm like, really? Really? But y'all go put Joe Burrow up there every single year, even though he's hurt? No, don't give me that. Don't give me that. The Sauce Gardner, though. Number 2, the second best cornerback in the NFL. All right? TJ Reed's not bad either. So they play off each other really good. It's all helped by defensive tackle Quinnen Williams plugging up that middle. He had 139 tackles last year, 2 sacks, but he's that run stopper, man. Okay? Then you got C.J. Mosley flying all over the field. He'd be coming back. 151 tackles last year, led the squad. So this defense is intact. Defense is going to be elite. They're going to be a problem in this division. Okay? I think them in Miami, though, they're going to split this year. The Jets in Miami. But, man, if the offense plays up to the A-Rod hype, and they got the tools and weapons now, they got the line, it could happen. They could be doing some big things, man. With Tyler Conklin, he could be a factor in fantasy if he's getting those red zone, touchdowns. They also added Mike Williams. Okay, don't forget about that from the Los Angeles Chargers, coming off major ACL surgery, y'all. Mike Williams is not going to play the whole year, but he's going to be a factor when he's in there. Okay. As far as their depth, though, that worries me too. You got a wide receiver, Allen Lazard, and I get it. They were expecting big things for him if he played with A-Rod last year with Aaron Rodgers. You'll have an opportunity this year, y'all. Garrett Wilson, man, though, he led the squad with 1,042 yards, 3 touchdowns, 95 catches on the year. So the offense is primed to be elite. They look elite on paper. I don't know. We'll see, though. We're going to find out, though. It's going to be close, man. It's going to be close, but the Jets are going to be a good squad. There's no doubt about that. All right. Now let's move on, everybody, because I'm running short on time. All right. I got the Buffalo Bills finishing number 3. And yes, I think their window is closed. I told y'all 2 years ago, I told you guys, man, I said this team's got 2 seasons left of this window, this Super Bowl window. They didn't do it 2 years ago. Before last season, I told y'all this is the last season for this Super Bowl window. It's got to be now or never. It didn't happen. And now look, they've blown up the team. Most of it. Okay? Stephon Diggs, gone. Gabe Davis, gone. That arguably, to me, the best safety duo in the league when they were healthy between Poyer and Micah Hyde, gone. I mean, they lost some players, y'all. Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, I told you. Defensive end Leonard Floyd, he is gone. Okay? He led the team in sacks last year with 18, so he's out. Wide receiver 1 and 2 gone. I told y'all. Buffalo Bills 11-6, good enough to finish first in the division last year. 7-2 at home, not bad. They were 500 on the road, 4-4. Head coach Sean McDermott comes in his 7th year, man. Offensive coordinator Joe Brady, though, this is going to be his first full season as the official offensive coordinator. He was named the interim offensive coordinator back in November. In January, they said, you know what, we're going to give you the keys to the offense. There you go. So we're going to see what he can do. All right. Defensive coordinator, Bobby Babbage, this is his first year. So I don't want to call this a rebuild, but it's almost like a mini rebuild. Does that make sense to anybody out there? I don't know. I mean, they still got some talent, though. Okay. Still got some talent. Of course, I mean, it all starts with quarterback Josh Allen. Fantasy relevant. He is a QB1 in fantasy as well because of what he can do with his legs. He may not have the guys to throw to now, but what he can, when fantasy football, when you can run, you're going to get points as a quarterback, right? Especially because he loves to run the ball in the red zone. Okay, so he gets those touchdowns as well. Now, he had 385 completions last year, 4,306 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions, added to 5 fumbles. Okay. The dude, 111 rushing attempts, 524 yards, 15 touchdowns on the ground. Very good. Very good. So I'll be looking for him in fantasy football. All right. Now, they had to go and replace their wide receivers, right? So what do? They go and draft one. They drafted rookie Keon Coleman. I love what this dude's doing, some of his videos and stuff, some of the stuff, the way he talks to the press. It's good stuff, man. Go and check him out. Out of Florida State, though, and he is a possession receiver. Excellent ball skills, okay? That's what he does. Now, they bring in Curtis Samuel out of Washington. Like that one. It's not bad. It's not bad. And they also signed Chase Claypool. Yeah, whatever, right? Yeah. It's like Chase Claypool, and then you're like, so? Yeah, exactly. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is now a part of this squad as well. And then they'll bring back Khalil Shakir. So that's how they're passing their wide receiver core looks. Yeah, not impressive at all. But who knows? What if Keon Coleman just goes off? What if he is this year's Puka Nacua? Is there going to be a Puka? I don't think there's going to be a Puka Nacua this year. I'm being real with that. All right. But I'm just saying, what if? But you can't expect that. Okay. So a lot of it's going to go through the run game. Now you got running back James Cook. It's going to be fantasy relevant. I think he will be. He's an RB1. 237 attempts last year, 1,122 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay. He also had 445 yards receiving. That's big. That's big, man. So also they're bringing in Lel Collins. Lel Collins is going to be part of that line. Will he be starting? Will he be depth? I don't know. That's what training camp is for. You got those battles going on. All right. Now, speaking about fantasy, tight end is very iffy. Okay. It's always tough to know what you got, like your big tight ends in fantasy. There's like 3, 4 of them, and then it drops off. Dalton Kincaid. Keep an eye on this dude. Okay. Because without Stephon Diggs there, without Gabe Davis, Dalton Kincaid has to be the premier pass catcher there, the tight end. Right? He was 73-91 last year, 673 yards, 2 touchdowns in his rookie campaign. I expect him to be a huge, huge part of this pass game going forward, along with Dawson Knox to back him up, man. So that's the way the offense is playing out, man. I don't expect what they've been. That's all I'm saying. Defense, on the other hand, they were number 9 overall, number 7 versus the pass last year, number 15 versus the run. So they were right middle of the pack. And number 4 versus scoring. Very good against scoring in this defense. And they were number 3 in takeaways, y'all. They had 30 takeaways last year. Number 4 in the league in sacks with 54. And all of this without Von Miller having a year. Von Miller was coming off of that surgery that he had in 2022. He was not completely healed last year. And it showed. It showed he was a shell of himself. Will he come back fully 100% ready to go at it this year? I don't know. I expect him to be better than last year. How much better? I don't know. But we're going to find out, though. We're going to find out, with his whole 3 tackles last year, 0 sacks, and 12 games played. But at cornerback, let's look at what they got at cornerback. You got Kaiir Elam. Okay. He played 10 games last year, but he tore a ligament in his foot. Will he be ready for week 1? We'll see. They're going to need him, though. They are going to need him. Now, they went and added Rasul Douglas, so he's going to be all right, man. They got him in trade with Green Bay. Kind of hold it down for a little bit. All right? Because Tre'Davious White, he's gone. He's with the Rams now. So, now I told you guys about their safeties being gone. Okay, so they went in and they picked up Taylor Rapp, who was with the Rams last year. Okay, and then you've got Cole Bishop out of Utah. It'll be interesting, man. See what this team does. But overall, I don't think the Bills they're not that AFC Championship team no more. I don't see it. I think Miami's much better than them. I think Miami sweeps them this year. Hell, I think the Jets might sweep them too, if I'm being legit, if I'm being real. All right, so I like the run game, and I like Josh Allen, and I like Dalton Kincaid as my fantasy factors for this squad this year. All right, so let's keep rolling. Oh, got the Buffalo Bills, though, finishing third. That, of course, leaves the number 4 squad. Okay. And it's no surprise, of course, to anybody, but it's the New England Patriots. The rebuild will continue. They're right smack in the middle of a rebuild right now. And I mean, they've got a whole new coaching staff, guys. They've got, okay, you got Jerome Mayo. He steps in as the head coach. The greatest coach of all time is gone. Okay, no more Belichick. Offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt takes over. He's the new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator DeMarcus Covington Cousins. Well, this ain't NBA. It's DeMarcus Covington, who was the D-line coach with them for the past 3 years. He comes in and gets promoted to the offensive coordinator spot. Defensive coordinator, excuse me. The defense is still going to be legit. I don't expect them to. No, I don't expect no issues there. Let's start with them. They were number 7 overall last year, number 11 versus the pass, number 4 versus the run. Very good. Okay, number 15 in scoring. So this year, though, what difference is you're going to have Matthew Judon coming in back healthy. He was on IR last year. Okay, Christian Gonzalez, who's rookie last year, cornerback, who I was very high on. Y'all know this. And he was already looking like he was going to be a stud, man. And then he got the injury, season-ending injury. He was put on season-ending IR. So those 2 guys, they're coming back. So that defense was already top 10. Okay, now you get those 2 dudes back. It's going to be big for him. It's going to be big, man. A linebacker, Juwan Bentley, 114 tackles, which led the team last year. And he also added 4.5 sacks, okay? Free safety, Jabril Peppers comes back as well. Expect him to be solid there. Nice veteran and in the back end of that defensive secondary. And then, of course, you got defensive tackle Christian Barmore, who had 8.5 sacks last year, which led the team. It was a rotational thing with that defensive line. I expect them to do it more this year. Just not a lot to go on offensively, though, because you bring in a new quarterback. They went and drafted Drake May, 3rd overall. Very good move for them. I like it. We could be seeing a change in philosophy in New England offensively. They were always built around defense and run game. Okay, smart quarterback play. Now, they signed Jacoby Brissett. We still don't know who's going to be starting. Right now, ahead of camp, Brissett goes in as the QB1 on the depth chart. That means absolutely nothing in this situation. Drake May, do they see enough in camp and preseason to say, you know what, we're going to roll you out there on week 1? It's possible. I don't know yet, though. They did go and extend the contract of Ramondre Stevenson. Okay, so he's going to be that fantasy RB1 that you want to look at if you get a chance to grab him. Get him, because with a rookie quarterback or possibly a veteran backup, Jacoby Brissett starting, this going to go around the run game for at least this year. Okay, Stevenson played 12 games last year, 156 attempts, 619 yards. Missed the 5 games, but just remember, don't let those yards fool you, though. Besides the missed games, he was also on a bit of a timeshare with Zeke, okay? Because Zeke had over 600 yards as well. So I think there's going to be more Ramondre Stevenson on the ground this year. They did go and add Antonio Gibson from Washington. He's going to be the change of pace back. He's going to be very good out of the backfield catching the ball in the flat. So that's going to be a little bit of a change of pace, but I think Stevenson is going to be the bell cow. Did I say that right? The bell cow. There you go. There you go. All right. So also, they also extended Hunter Henry at tight end. I think he's going to be fantasy relevant as well in this offense, man. 6 touchdowns last year, 42 catches, 419 yards. Defensive end, tight end Austin Hooper has been signed to back him up. Coming from Vegas, man. So I expect Hunter Henry to have a big year in this offense, especially if you have a rookie quarterback. Your tight end becomes the security blanket. Okay, so if Drake May starts, I could be looking at Hunter Henry later in drafts. in fantasy. So just something to keep an eye on late in the fantasy. You're looking for a tight end, you might be able to get him. All right. And also wide receiver Douglas, he comes back, 49 catches, 561 yards, led the team last year. There wasn't a lot in the pass game last year with Mac Jones and a couple of different quarterbacks. Mac Jones is gone now. Okay, so don't it's not like he's going to be there and everybody's got to be worried about Mac Jones. Now you just got to hope that if Brissett starts, he can hold it down for a year, enough for Drake May to develop, or that if they start Drake May, I think he's going to start at some point during the season anyways, but you got to hope that he can do his thing. All right, and learn from this year. But I don't expect Brissett, if he starts in week 1, to start the whole year, because at some point, Drake May is going to be your starter. You want him to be your franchise guy. You're hoping he can, so you have got to get him on the field, get him some in-game snaps sometime this season. All right, so we're going to keep an eye on that, though, through training camp and the news that comes out of there. Wide receiver Kendrick Bourne comes back. He also had 37 catches last year, 406 yards, 4 touchdowns. Okay, not a lot of passing going on. I get it. Offense was they were bad last year. They were. All right, so they went and drafted another wide receiver, Jalen Polk, out of UW. Oh, this dude, though. Oh, yeah, they got him in the second round. He's that big body, that strong type of receiver. Like, he's built like a running back, but he's got the wide receiver skill set. You know what I mean? He uses his size where he can win the ball in traffic. He can win those contested balls, and maybe even break some tackles, man. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what they can get out of Polk. I like what he did at UW. We'll see what he can do here with New England. Hell, with Drake May, this could be a combination that you might want to build up there. These two rookies, wide receiver, quarterback, maybe get something going early in their careers. All right. But so overall, my outlook for the Patriots, defense will be strong again, but it's a developmental year for this offense. They keep Ramondre Stevenson there, and he's just going to try to hold it down. And hopefully this defense can keep them in games, okay, like they've been doing, but enough that the offense can maybe get some more going on the pass. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But either way, they're right in the middle of their rebuild, exactly as they should be. Next year, though, we'll see what they do in the offseason. Could be time for them to finally turn that corner again. We'll see. We'll see. But I got the Patriots finishing last again in the AFC East. But they could be competitive because of that defense, okay? So just a heads up. Now, if y'all got any questions for me, be sure to hit up your boy, Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com, all right? Let me know what y'all want to talk about, and I'll get at you, all right? Definitely read your questions. Off the Grid with Gabe Garcia, that's my new show. Catch me on YouTube, on all audio streaming platforms. Look it up, Off the Grid with Gabe Garcia. Follow your boy. Check out the show. Subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all that already have done so. And just spread the word, man. Share it, all right? Share it if you're digging it. Don't forget, y'all, the Gridiron Show with me and my boy, Jersey the King. I'm not going to be there, okay, for a while. It's going to be a while, but just saying, Saturdays at 11 a.m. because Jersey hold it down on his own anyways. That's my dude. 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Fuel. Wherever you're at, adjust accordingly, all right? And don't forget the Jersey the King Show. Runs his own show where he talks all things sports in Vegas and stuff, man. Thursdays at 9 p.m. Mountain Time, also on the Fuel Network and on social media, all right? So it's about that time, y'all. Time for me to get up out of here, man. I am way over my time. I got to get going. But before I do, quick message. We're talking about fantasy football, okay? I got people hit me up left and right to get in leagues. I had one dude talk about, hey, man, we got a $500 buy-in, bro. Yeah, that was my reaction. The hell out of here. I ain't giving you no $500 to play in your fantasy football league. I'm good at fantasy football, y'all, but come on now. Come on. And be smart with these leagues that you're getting in, okay? If they're money leagues, and you know, one, you're either just not very good at it because you never draft well, or two, you're new to it. Do not get into these high money leagues that are charging you, $75, $100 to get into this league with a bunch of guys who have been playing for years. If you're new to this, or if you're only a year in, okay, go with some of the smaller ones. I have a money league. We do $25, and I ask the guys all the time. I asked them at the end of last year, should I raise it? Everybody's like, no, keep it cool at 25. We're good. All right. That one's cool. But all I'm saying is, for the message this week, And it pertains to gambling as with fantasy football, but with everything. Be smart with your gambling and responsible. Okay, like I said, don't if they're telling you, oh, bro, the pot on this one, man, you win first place, dog. You're gonna win $1,000, $1,200. It's winner take all. If you have never played fantasy football, do not fall into that trap. Do not do that. Don't. These dudes aren't gonna help you, no matter what they say. When the higher the money gets, the more cutthroat it gets. Okay? When you're playing for money, nobody's going to help you. Right? I shouldn't even be on here helping some of y'all because I play against some of you guys. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm just being real, man. If you've never played fantasy football, do some free leagues first or the low dollar ones. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I recommend that. But hey, it's your money. It's your life. You do what you want to, dog. I just try to help y'all out any way I can. All right. That is it for me, familia. I am about to get up out of here. And, but before I do, like I say it every single week, man, no matter what life's going to throw at you this week, it's going to be some BS. It always is. Okay. But it's also going to throw a lot of good stuff. All right. So you got to remember that. And when you remember that stuff, it helps you a little bit. It helps you to flow around some of these problems. It helps you to think clear to get through these problems. You know what I mean? Because, whether it's crashing into it like a mountain to break through it or just flowing quietly around it and getting to the other side, no matter what it is. In the words of the great Bruce Lee, y'all, all you got to do is be water, my friends. I'm going to catch y'all next week, y'all. Don't forget to catch Off the Grid on YouTube. And also, Gridiron Nation, I'll be back next week. It's time to jump into the NFC, y'all. And I'm starting out west with the NFC West, baby. Yeah, it's about to go down. Gridiron Nation 112 coming at you next week, going into the NFC. We'll catch you guys next week, all right? I'm out, baby. I am Gabriel Garcia. This is Gridiron Nation. And it is all, as always, all about one love for each and every one of you. Peace, baby.
Boys lyrically blessed, eating all my competition for dinner, cause I'm a winner. Sometimes my heart is sick, but inside lurking a sinner. Better come with a plan, I got my fans in the stands. If you don't know, well, they gon' tell you Wicked One is the man. Who gonna let them know the power coming?